Welcome to Yerf, the series where we talk about things in and around the furry fandom. I'm going to try and answer the question that an awful lot of people ask and a similarly large number have tried to answer. What is a furry and what is the furry fandom? This is a really hard question to answer as us furries and the fandom itself is extremely diverse in our opinions and personalities. But basically being a furry means liking anthropomorphic characters, which can include characters like Sonic and Totoro, but can also extend to purely just sentience, so Baloo from Mowgli and Lightning McQueen from Cars also count. The furry fandom can mean different things to different people, but that is the basic definition. Acceptance is one of the greatest things about the fandom as a whole, no matter your background and generally personality. Then I found some people on a stream and they were really supportive. It was absolutely amazing. We met on the Discord and things continued afterwards. Another thing about the fandom as a whole is the art. There are some fantastic artists out there, especially within the fandom itself. Even I do art, although I'm terrible, but slowly improving it. You're seeing it right now as these stills were all made by me. I also do a bit of music, but I have no sense of rhythm, so don't worry about it. If you're just getting started in the fandom, meeting other furries is really necessary, whether that's online or in real life. I'd recommend using Telegram or Discord for online, but there are so many furries out there that most social networks will cover you, with honorable mentions being Furry Amino and Facebook. For real life, you're still gonna need access to social media, as many announcements about fur meets, as they are called, are on groups within these. For instance, I use the Scott Fur's Telegram announcement channel to keep tabs on things, although I'm too nervous to go and have no money really. Another way to meet people is at fur cons. These conventions bring together a whole load of people that you never knew existed, and are places to buy lots of good merchandise and art. The closest one to me is ScotiaCon, a furcon originally set up in 2011 in Inverness, but was then moved to Livingston. It offers 3 days of the con, with various talks and dances. Fursuit dancing is also a very big thing within the fandom also, and other events throughout. It is a small con, but it's what would be possible for me in future. I cannot attend unfortunately yet, as I have to be not a minor to attend any convention under EU regulations. One of the biggest is Anthrocon in Pittsburgh, originally in Albany, and was set up in 1997. It also offers 3 days, but has a much larger con centre, and has a alley of artists, and a world-famous fursuit parade where people go around a con centre in a line to show off their fursuits. It also has the largest attendance with 8,400 members and has broken a few world records. I hope to be able to get there one day, along with Nordic FurCon and BLFC, but flights to the US are really expensive and it's not financially viable at all at the moment for me. A fursona is considered integral to most furry communities, as they are basically anthropomorphic representations of yourself. They can be used to represent your based qualities, but they can also be used as an extension of self or just about anything connected to you. There are so many different species out there, it's truly unlimited to what you can do with them or in creating more of them. Another thing is fursuiting. Fursuits, as they are called, are really expensive, although you can build your own, but have a brilliant effect and look amazing. The majority of furtubers out there have some kind of fursuit, but that shouldn't hold you back. I don't have one either, but though I hope to build one over the summer. On the note of furtubers, there are so many of us, we just keep adding to the fandom itself, but all have their own roles and ways of doing stuff. Stormy provides useful information in about 10 minutes, along with mail videos and the such like. Bakari produces more in-depth information, producing a video every month, including fan mail and cons in between. Soren produces informative content, but also slightly more daring content, such as fursuiting to college. Fauxy provides information, but in a completely different format to Stormy, Beta, or Picari, and a lot of other amusing and heartfelt stuff. Ace also provides useful information, but in a way that mainly pertains to the fandom rather than the stuff about the fandom itself, and you gotta love that positivity. A few honourable mentions are BetaEtaDelota, TwoFurryBros, Majora Strawberry, Hey It's They, Awesome Rusty Rex, and Quartz Husky. There are always issues with being a furtuber. I have 48 subs and I have anti-fans. Another thing in the fandom is the support for LGBT plus rights. I mentioned earlier that I am an asexual and people are really respectful about it. As it is shown here, the fandom is pretty balanced across the board between homosexuality and heterosexuality. Also, asexuality makes up about 3.5% of the fandom, which is quite a bit. The fandom is great around who you are, including your orientation. Another thing in the fandom which is a contentious issue is the more sexual side of it. A lot of people get cold feet because of this, and it can affect others in bad ways. The fandom is pretty adamant about it, with most furries not caring about it at all in terms of general art. Generally, the term used around the fandom for somebody who likes furry pornography is furry trash. I use the term mutt, no disrespect at all intended, I only care about your personalities, that is what matters to me. But it's a bit unfair that this side of the fandom is so set apart and so insanely disrespected by society and also other furries. Admittedly, for some of us it can have a very negative mental effect on us, the material itself, but there is no reason to discrimination. Discrimination is wrong in all contexts. I hope this video was useful in explaining the fandom a bit more to all of you out there. Stay honourable and I'll hopefully see you next time.